to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up Radio. Things are getting kinda heated. Think we better take it to the phones. Don't know how we gon' make it. This is the show that goes where you take it.
Where you gonna take it today?
In a minute we'll be ready, cause you know it's on tonight. Ain't no way we gon' forget it. Chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it. Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up Radio.
What's going on, people? This is your man Sharp Shot right here on Chopping It Up Radio, on ChoppinItUpRadio.com. This is the show that goes where you take it.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up Radio. I am Sharp Shot, the Jack and Moon of Radio, along with...
Hey, sorry. This is Miss Judy.
It's your man King Buddah the One.
Are we echoing?
And we have a special guest with us tonight. We are joined by a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. Introduce yourself, brother.
All right, this is Jason the BG, Bing Grant. So nice to be on the show. I called in. Now I get to be on there for a minute supporting my man over here to CR Radio. Everyone else call out and take care of our man in the show tonight. So
that's what's up. Glad to hear you. Glad to have you here, brother. Glad to have you here.
You act like you don't know me. You my friend too. Like,
we all friends.
No, go ahead.
So how was y'all New Year?
It was good. I went out for the first time in a couple of years. I had a good time. What about y'all?
Go ahead, Buddah.
Mine was good, man. I'm still here, blessed. Glad to be here. Got my family, so I'm good. Sat in the house, ate some black eyed peas,
Don't
green
look at
beans,
me like that.
and did all that other black stuff. And, you know, got a little bit when the clock struck 12. So I'm a happy man.
How was your New Year, Jason?
Man, I just nothing exciting or crazy. Went out, decided maybe I go out, maybe try roller skating, but the rink was closed. So it was that last hour. I just went to the Green Turtle to the bar, saw the apple drop, then dropped the mic, said I'm out, and we go back. So nothing exciting, just living the normal, casual, single life.
All right. I actually went ice skating.
How was that?
I enjoyed myself, honestly. I actually want to get a pair of skates. Y'all know how I am. If I think I'm gonna do something on a semi-regular basis, I'm gonna get my own gear. So I'm thinking about getting some roller skates. Some ice skates. I got roller skates. I'm thinking about getting some ice skates because they got the ring up buoy, which is they actually got buoy and they got Tucker Road. So I got literally 2 ice skating rings that are very close to me. So
that's funny, man. There's one around the corner on Gunpowder Road. You don't even, I could walk there.
Yeah, you got a couple.
I didn't know you can ice skate. I don't know too many brothers that can ice skate.
You don't? No. It's a lot, bro.
There's a lot.
Like, I was watching some YouTube videos on ice skating to kind of get some technique and all that. And there was a lot of brothers in those videos. And the people that actually worked at the ice skating ring, we went to the one in D.C. The people that actually worked in the ice skating ring, most of them was black. And there was a all-black hockey team. So if y'all haven't had the chance to check it out, there's a Hulu, I think it's Hulu, series called Black Ice about the black hockey players in the black hockey players, period. But it highlighted a lot of black hockey players that are in the NHL, and then some female hockey players that are in the female hockey league.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Any y'all know any NHL
You said what again?
hockey players? Any black hockey players in NHL? I guess we ain't gonna know until we have our first Michael Jordan.
I ain't no black people play hockey, shorty, to be real with you. Hey, but real quick, man, we got one of my favorite DC artists in here, and I wanted to ask him how his New Year went, because he's in here, and I'm a fan. I'm kind of like a groupie right now. I've been talking to him since he walked in. Y'all know, man, Yvng Milli with the coldest rhymes, man.
You gotta say that shit right, man.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a groupie, so I didn't get it right.
It's your boy Yvng Milli, hottest nigga with the coldest rhymes. My New Year's was cool. I ain't do too much. Just sat back, chilled with the wifey, and watched a movie. That was about it.
I was asleep. I was asleep by 11:30.
That's what's up.
Really?
11:30. I was out.
I struggled to stay up. I did struggle to stay up. But happy New Year to everybody, man. I see y'all in here, man. Shout out to Dion. Shout out to Miss Queen Lady. Shout out to Miss Ebony, the admin. And Miss Jalen in here, man. Happy New Year to all y'all.
Happy New Year. Do you guys have any resolutions?
Yeah, anybody out there got any resolutions? Let us know in the comments. But go ahead, I'll let y'all start. Anybody?
I ain't got no resolution. I've
me?
been gave up on that shit. That New Year's resolution shit don't work for me. All I got is what I'm gonna do. I notice when you I do believe in speaking things into existence. I do believe in that, but resolutions, I don't believe in that. Just do what you gonna do and mean it, and don't even speak on it. Just do it.
Okay. I don't have one. I didn't make one.
I do.
What is it?
Is stop looking for the potential. Stop looking for the potential in people.
Go
you
into that.
Got it. So us as women, we look for the potential in what we think that a lot of men could be, and not see them for what they are. If you're not a hustler and you're not a go-getter, don't look at the potential for it. If he ain't gonna do it, it's time to cut them loose. If you don't got it, you don't got it.
A little pessimistic in the new year. It's supposed to be high hopes.
No, it's not pessimistic. No. But you got to realize everybody's not a hustler. Everybody don't got drive.
That's true.
Don't look for the potential.
You got any resolution, Jason?
That's like the pessimist, never disappointed.
Yeah.
No, I don't do resolutions. Unlike my man over here, I don't do resolutions. I do yearly check-ins. I got a goal. This is what I'm going to do this year. I got to accomplish. Did I accomplish A, B, and C? And if I did, I did 1, 2, and 3. And if I didn't, refocus, redo it again. So is that a resolution? I don't think so. That's a goal.
Okay.
Resolutions are dreams.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfectly said. I agree.
Most of the time,
I don't
resolutions.
think resolutions necessarily are dreams. It's certain things you need to put into reality.
They're like 30-day
too.
weight loss programs. Like,
No. And that's why I said some people just don't got it. You keep saying you're going to go to the gym every year. You get that membership. Just be fat. Just be great in your fatness.
Yeah, but I gotta agree. I gotta agree. It's like a dream, because how many times has you seen a person with the New Year's resolution, and that why is the next thing they ask after the couple of days is who broke it already? You know why? Because it's a fucking dream, and it's gonna get broke. Because you coming into it looking at it like that, instead of just doing something. You setting it like, oh, I'm going to say this. This is what I choose to do.
Well,
why wait? Why did you wait till New Year's to do it? Why did you wait?
Why did I wait?
It wouldn't have been. It must not have been that important.
No, I didn't wait till New Year's. It was kicked before New Year's. But I said that going into this year, I'm not going to allow myself to settle for anything.
Okay.
So we are going into the Buddah Speaks portion of the show.
It's Buddah Speaks. Let's go. It's Buddah Speaks. Let's go. It's Buddah Speaks. Let's go. It's Buddah Speaks. Let's go.
You know, that's the main thing that Buddha speaks about. It's about the culture, what's happening, and what we doing. So tonight, I just want to take a moment of silence for a local DC artist named CHOPITUP. If y'all don't know about CHOPITUP, he was with the leg team. He was with the guys that was involved in taking the Migos chain when they came here a couple of years ago, and that was a big thing when the Migos got their chain snatched. I think it was Quavo. They got his chain snatched. It was his team, his rap squad, that was in on that and did that. Well, he had a son. His son was toddler son, and he just lost him right after Christmas. His son was battling with a brain issue. So, you know, I just wanted to say rest in peace to him and prayers to his family for losing your son. Local DC artists, you know, everybody, just moment of silence for that. All right. And that's really it, man. Buddha Speaks, we keep it short and simple, man. Y'all just keep y'all ear to the streets. You know, we an older crowd. You know, we getting up there in age. Don't let these youngins have y'all thinking that you can't keep your ear to the streets, because we are the originators and the creators. Don't nothing change but the players. The game don't change, just the players. Understand that. You know, we got to let these youngins know that we still hip, and that more than hip, we been through what you going through. Your job is to make it where we at. You know, and coming into the new year, I just want to make sure that we get it more focused on the youth and ourselves. See, you can't be focused on helping everybody else if you ain't helping yourself. You know, I'm no good to you if I'm tattered and torn. I'm no good to you. So I got to build myself and help build you at the same time. And that's it. That's Buddha Speaks.
That's why they say on a plane, put your mask on first. Then you assist everybody else.
There you have it.
Because if your ass is dead, you can't assist nobody else.
There you have it. There you
know what
have
I'm
it.
saying? But yeah, I'm definitely want to say rest in peace to that baby. And that's hard to deal with. And definitely send my prayers out to the family, because that's extremely hard to deal with. Something you said in Buddha Speaks that kind of sparked my interest. We kind of went on to the other part, but we definitely got to keep in mind that, or try to figure out a way to tell a youth that, yeah, we are where you want to be, and they just don't understand that shit, man.
But you gotta think about it. We were the same way. There was older people, yeah. So you just got to continue to do it, and it, sometimes it angers me when people are like, these kids not listening, so I'm just not going to do nothing. Or they don't check these kids out here. They just let them wild out and do everything else. People, when we were kids and we were doing that, adults checked us. Adults said something to us. And we've gotten in the age where we just turn our head and just look away. So,
do you think it has to do with the violence, though? Because nowadays it's like...
But it was violence then. There was violence then. People shooting people, they was killing people, but I feel like there's a way to say things to people to not offend them. You know, don't talk down to them, but, you know, say, you got to think about, someone always told me is, before you say something, put yourself in that person's shoes and explain to them in a way for them to understand for it, and not just you talking down to them. And I feel like a lot of kids feel like people like our age talk down to them.
But again, everything is a revolving door. The game ain't changed, just the players. Everything that's going on now was going on then, but the players are different. So understand, we were out there hanging out. We were getting in the shootouts. We were doing drugs. Our generation, our parents' generation was doing drugs, gang fights. There ain't nothing new under the sun, but it's the way that the generation now has no one that's going that extra mile for them. Where's our leaders at? Think about it. Every generation had a leader. You had your Martin Luther Kings. Like, we could go further than that. You had your Marcus Garveys. You had your, every generation had a great leader. Where's our great leader? Where's he at now?
I've been saying
we don't have
Gen
him.
X's.
Exactly.
The boomers are the ones we've been following. Who
boomers are who we've been following.
Or Xennials. Who's the millennials?
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
of our culture that we follow.
Are you gonna say Jesse Smollett?
No, but believe it or not, honestly, we didn't. We had no. I want to say we didn't have any strong leaders, but we did. We had some strong leaders, not like the boomers, not like our parents. Our parents,
No.
but that's because they were in that civil rights movement, so they had to have strong leaders. Once I guess we felt like we gained something from it, it kind of fell off. Now,
we never felt we gained something, though. I got to stop you there. We never felt we gained anything because the police brutality never stopped. The unfairness and the injustice never stopped. So we didn't feel that. The leaders just disappeared, and nobody else was willing to step up.
Yeah, that's the issue. Nobody was willing to stop. I mean, we had Jesse Jackson, right? But you didn't see him a whole lot. I guess we could call Crump tries to stand up for us, but I think that's more so a money thing. He know he gonna get the money off of it.
You said who?
Crump, the lawyer, the black lawyer.
So guess what?
No.
The leaders, real quick, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go, Jason. The leaders that are in position to do it, guess who they are? The fucking rappers and the athletes.
Now, yeah,
That's who are in position to do it.
yeah, exactly. I agree.
Go ahead.
So y'all talking around a key factor that I like to point out because it goes right into what you just said. You know, our generation, we don't have leaders like Jesse Jackson, like the ones that came before. We feel like we've achieved something now. We don't have to listen. And what is it that we've achieved? We still get beat up and shot in the streets, and and the police don't treat us equal, and we don't get treated equal in the system. What changed in our generation? Because Generation X changed a lot of things. We're the ones that created social media, after all, and a lot of the dynamics. That was our generation. So, but what changed is what we're looking for. We achieved a measure of financial equality and independence. We're able to be content creators, culture creators. We're able to go in neighborhoods and buy houses, not in mass, not to the degree that we want to, but we are able to go out there and confidently say, hey, I got the money. I've checked all the boxes just like anybody else would. You got to give it to me. And if there's some pushback, there's some, we know how to fight that. Before, in my folks, in my parents' generation, you walked in the neighborhood and be like, I don't care what you got. I don't care if you twice, 3 times as expensive. You still ain't living here. So we have achieved something. And right.
And that's what I meant.
where we've achieved a lot, and our leaders are, and what they're fighting against, that last little bit to get that financial break into not just creating content, but being the financial owners and backers of it all, is where entertainment.
Yeah.
We don't see it in banking so much. We do have 1 or 2 prominent banks, but they're, how can we
all we got is Truist. That's it. All I can think of is Truist.
Right.
They took Wachovia. They took Johnson.
Wachovia was black owned?
Wachovia was black owned. Am I right?
Was it?
No wonder I like them so much.
Yeah, Wachovia was black owned.
I thought they merged with SunTrust. They didn't merge with SunTrust?
Well, they got rid of the Wachovia
No, they had a lot of
name.
problems. They went under during the whole
And
2008 thing.
Truist, I do believe, is Killer Mike, the rapper. Again, entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last part of that, politically wise, why I don't think, I had this argument with other people, we don't have too many strong Generation X political / local leaders, at least not many of them, is because we've lost faith with the ones that we have.
Facts.
They've gone to the same route, doing the same thing, following the same behaviors as Caucasian behavior, politicians. And then we see, or we looked, or released in the around 2010, 2015, when Hispanic population started to overtake us in a lot of traditionally black areas, we started looking at they got political clout and control. Look at them. Look how they're being all radical. But nowadays, look at them. Look out there in Los Angeles and how that entire council got kicked out. City council got kicked out because of the way they treated black people in the community over there in Los Angeles and other areas. So they've boiled down to the same ugly American politics, and we just lost faith with them. So now our leaders, like I said, we have a dearth of political, cultural leaders and an overabundance of entertainment.
But I feel like they lost faith is because now it's more focused on the money and not the people. That's the issue.
Jalen, I want to let Millie read this because Jalen made a good point.
Yeah, any comments?
If you could read the comments starting with Jalen right there, and then get into her second comment,
and then we're gonna move to the news.
Right there, read that, and then her comment under that.
So Jalen said, we have too many kids raising kids and parents worried about friendships than parenting. So now we dealing with who they raised. Remember that mom who came on camera with the Barrett and Chanel pen? I forgot her son's name, rest in peace, but she was heartbroken over his loss because he was attempting to steal a vehicle and dude came out his house and shot the boy. But the mom said he was the man of the house. Why, ma'am? Why is he the man of the house? And we like 12 or 13, I think. These kids are not allowed to be kids. They jump out here on some fake grown shit and start leading lives of destruction to uphold the titles and pressure their parents giving them.
Yeah, because most of them are entitled.
That's crazy that she said that. It is a very good point. Yeah. And I say that's a good point because yes, these youngins, like me being a father, like I'm in the house with my kids and my wife. So when I go out and I run into the kids and I talk to the kids that don't have a man in the home, that shit really does affect them. And it ain't that a woman can't do it, but they still yearning for that. And imagine how they feel when they got a friend or two. And I'm going to be real quick. Imagine how that boy feel when his friend got a dad and this and that, and he really want that. That's going to make youngin' go even harder. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But enough on that.
It's definitely a travesty. Definitely a travesty. We gotta figure out a way to overcome it, and it's up to us. It's definitely
for sure.
So we're gonna get into the news real quick.
I feel like that tied in with.
It did.
All right, y'all. So. Couple of articles that I found pretty interesting. The D.C. mayor faces new possible lawsuit from D.C. Council for withholding a SNAP benefit increase. So basically, they trying to sue Mayor Bowser because she was supposed to give SNAP increases. She had the funds for the SNAP to do increases, and she held back. She didn't. So
was there a particular reason why she said that she held
back? She didn't comment.
Mayor Bowser, you fucking fools keep voting her in. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to keep speaking about it. Y'all voting her in, knowing she cares nothing about the people. Mm-hmm. Do you know how many people died on her watch in 2021 when she took away some of the ambulances and police and paramedics? She cut their pay. You see what I'm saying? At the height of all this violence, you want to cut the paramedics' pay? This is why it's no school bus drivers. That's another. I mean, man, Bowser really pisses me off. I don't even like talking about her. Yeah, I'm sorry.
She just honestly, to me, she's done nothing to help our demographic in the city. You know what I'm saying? It's all about lining her pockets with these contractors that's building these huge $1 million homes and condos and apartments and all that type shit. She ain't got no programs for the youth.
Yes, there are. They're the same ones that they have.
No, they not. They took away the Arch program, the Murray and Burry's outreach. They took away. She took away a lot of that shit.
Programs. It's not a lot of programs. It's some.
Our parents had a program. I don't know if y'all remember. Most of the people that's in the government, black people, that's in the government and they're older than us, a little bit older than us. You know how they got them jobs? Through the DC Youth Program.
Yeah.
They got hired. It wasn't hard to get in the government in our parents' day. That's why our parents got the government jobs and we struggled to get them.
So even with like our generation, because I did summer youth employment, like my senior year was at the Bureau of Engravings and Printing.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Eastern.
You went to Eastern? Mm-hmm. Who was the mayor when you went? Say his name.
I can't remember.
Mayor Marion Barry.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes, the fuck he was.
The mayor.
No, wasn't. He was somebody.
When
no,
you was in high school.
Oh, you my age.
I was in 99. He He was
Yes, you my
he was
age,
Marion
woman.
Barry. There was Marion Barry back then too.
The greatest
Then he
mayor.
came back
I'm
in the
not
late
saying he wasn't a
2000s.
good mayor.
No, fuck good. The greatest mayor we ever
because I
had.
thought he
know
got
about
kicked out of
greatest.
office.
Who was better than Marion Barry?
No, he was. No, there is nobody that was better.
Talk
than
to
him.
me. I'm talking about for DC.
All right, for DC.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not gonna say greatest mayor of all time.
I thought he got I
But
thought he
for
got kicked
DC.
out of office when I was in junior high school.
Yeah, but he got back in. He got caught smoking crack and got his job back. That was a big joke.
Oh, okay. I know that.
But go ahead, Mike.
But go ahead.
I'm trying to see. So, Clement, he was from 79 to 91. So
See, I
he
was in
served. Hold
91.
on.
No, but
He
he
served.
came
No,
back.
hold on. 79 to 91 and 95 to 99.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I know about Marion
I thought he
Barry.
went into the 2000s.
He died.
He lost. No, he lost to who
Fucking
followed him?
Bowser.
No, Gray.
Huh?
Oh,
Wait,
Gray,
hold on.
Gray.
Vincent Gray.
And then Gray. I'm
man,
sorry.
Vincent
No, it
Black
was
guy with
Gray.
bald. He was
Vincent
like
Gray
bald
and
as
then
Gray.
Anthony Williams.
No,
That's what it
actually,
was.
Anthony
That's what it was.
Williams.
Anthony Williams, right.
So
That
when
was
did
short-lived. He was a short-lived mayor.
Yeah, Anthony Williams.
He wasn't there for too long.
when did the female was it Sharon Pratt Kelly?
I don't know what
Remember
year it
she-
was.
yeah.
I don't know what
I
year
want
it
to say
was.
she followed Marion Barry.
No.
Or was she in that
She
time
followed
when he was
Marion Barry,
gone?
and then Williams. It was then Williams, then Gray.
And I
then
had hope for
Fenty.
Williams. I was rocking with Williams. Williams did a little bit. I'm not going to say he was
tried.
that bad. He tried. He did what he could. But Bowser came, and Bowser,
Didn't he have a lot of fight from Congress over a lot
yeah,
of stuff?
yeah, he did.
Congress
he did.
really was like, no, we ain't having this.
Yeah,
We
they
gonna
really
put
didn't like him.
DC back in its place. And he was like, no, DC needs to stand tall. And they were like, no, slap, get back down there.
And see, they love Bowser because Bowser's
Bowser about
all
him.
about. She's all about the gentrification.
She's
Yeah.
about the business.
She's
You
all
ain't heard
about it.
about the water park that they want to put in there, do you?
Nah,
All right.
Yeah, she bowed
crazy.
down.
That's another
Oh,
conversation.
you talking about in Southeast? Or somewhere else?
In the Potomac or somewhere in Southeast, they're talking about wanting to put a water park resort.
Any comments, Millie? You don't have the phone?
nah, it ain't that. There you go. You can go right there.
Go on it.
Back from the previous conversation, Chanel Scott also said, I agree with Jalen. Kids raising kids, they have no guidance. Ingrid said she just settled the SNAP benefit, actually.
Okay, so that was updated. All right.
And then
That's it?
But-
All right.
I'm about to say what I can say is DC will give you money, give or support faster than Maryland would.
But that's because DC has the money. DC has the money. So DC will give you more. Maryland got it, but guess what? Maryland's stealing the money. That's why all the people in
That's why
Maryland.
my taxes are always,
Yes.
I always owe my taxes.
See, Maryland's stealing the money, and they putting it in your face that they stealing it. DC is stealing money too, but they giving more.
But Maryland has a lot. It's just we don't know about it. Like
No,
PG
Maryland ain't got
County-
shit.
PG County in itself
Not really.
has a lot of programs that we just really don't know about. I'm trying to get
Not
The
compared
programs
to
don't
DC.
give you shit though.
They don't give
Yeah.
you nothing.
Like in PG
DC got-
County, hold on real quick. PG County, guess how much they would give you for food stamps?
nothing. Probably I don't think men.
If they did give you something, they give you like $28 a month.
they cut it.
If you got
drastically.
one kid, they probably give you $100 a month. Maryland is PG County is terrible with the benefits and the programs that they have for our kids. It's terrible.
DC does have a lot of great programs still. Like you can do like a trade and go to school for free if you got DC. If you live in DC,
Oh, that's good.
a couple of other things.
To
So-
buy a house, you get better things for DC
For
because they
DC.
have like HPAP, they have everything else where you get down payment and closing costs. In Maryland, you only get maybe 5,000, maybe
Yeah,
10,000.
you
But
Okay.
understand this, and I need y'all to peep. I don't want to go too deep into this because that's some old conspiracy shit. But real quick, just think about it. DC, why do you think? And my man dropped this jewel on me. We had this talk. Me and my man Westside. Shout out to Westside, man, my brother. He said something to me. He said, "Why you think DC banned Newports and DC don't have all these tobacco shops popping up on every corner like they do in Maryland? You can get these cigarettes in Maryland. You can find a weed pipe shop on every corner in PG County now. Why you think DC don't have that no more?
because they
they're
catering to the
gentrified.
whites.
They
gentrify-
pushing
yeah.
us out of there.
Yeah,
It ain't for
They've
us
been
no
doing it
more.
ever since they
But
put
they've
in the
always
state.
been
Yeah,
that,
they
yeah.
taking Chocolate City back, dog.
And they move into. They're doing the same thing to Baltimore. A lot of
Baltimore is gonna burn in hell.
No, I'm telling you, a lot of there's a lot of no. That's
the city of dope. Them dope fiends ain't going nowhere.
Let me tell you, they are taking they're knocking down these old buildings. They're taking all these old hotels and they're turning into luxury condos. The rent has jumped up tremendously in Baltimore.
In Baltimore, what city or county?
In Baltimore City, because they're tearing down these projects and moving them to the county.
So that's where they sending the junkies? Where they sending the junkies?
To the county.
Wow.
To the county and York.
Just like they did Richmond in the 90s. Just like they did
DC to
DC
Waldorf.
in the mid 90s. In the 2000s, the stadiums and this whole Southeast. Remember how bad Southeast was in the early 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Look how it came out afterwards when they put the new stadium in.
No doubt.
And they went on to Alexandria, right?
No doubt.
Old Town.
No doubt.
And then now, look what they did to Old Town.
I will say it's parts of Maryland, and this is crazy, y'all.
And now they're going to hit Baltimore.
Yes, Dolphin Street where they tape the wire. There's white people walking.
I want y'all to honestly admit this. Say it's not parts of PG County that you rather take your chances in Southeast versus in PG County.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
That's real.
Now we're gonna get into the first topic. First topic was I had the topic clout chasing. Why do we always have to? I call it clout chasing. Why we always got to clout chase? Us as I feel like it's majority blacks that clout chase. We always got to make ourselves seem better than what we are by, and a lot of it I want to say does have to do, especially it's always been a thing, but this generation is more so because we want to look like the celebrities and the rappers and all that shit, right? So why is that we always got to try to live above our means to get that type of reputation? You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. That could be two things. Are you talking about just trying to get a reputation for yourself, or are you talking about like real clout? Like we all trying to get
your definition of clout
power,
chasing?
whether it be political power or just I want to be able to control this street power.
I'm not
or just reputation. Which type of clout? You talking
I'm not taking it political. I know it has a political meaning. I'm taking it more so like I said. So we always try to make it look like we have a lot when we ain't got shit.
The answer to that goes all the way back to the good old slavery. And I say this because you take a people that came from nothing. That's just like the simplest trick, the oldest trick in the book. And they did a study on it back in the 60s. You send a black person with a little bit of money into an electronics store. You got General Electric, brand new washing machine. Mm-hmm. And then you got Kenmore. And then you got this no-name junk that do just as good as them two. Mm-hmm. That black person not going to buy that no-name washing machine. They're going to buy that Kenmore or that General Electric. That goes back to the clout. We come from not having nothing. Most niggas that's clout chasing are who? Niggas that ain't had nothing.
But do you think it's just the black community, or is everybody now since social media has become a thing?
The word clout chasing, first of all, is like the word narcissist. It's been blown out of proportion.
Yeah. Now you have a I'm gonna call it sort of a political term, right? It is to gain influence and power, but there's also a slang version as well, and which is influence, power, reputation. Right.
I think Millie need to speak on that because that term is his generation.
I know. I'm gonna let him. So with us, it's like we always, like I said, gotta make ourselves seem like we got so much and we really struggling. And who are we doing that for? Go ahead, Millie.
Yeah. What is this clout chasing, Millie?
I mean, in my opinion, it's different forms to it, like y'all all said. Like you got certain people that just want to be seen, like to what you said, to you Pops. Everybody just want to be seen. Some days want to seem like they somebody. Everybody want to look like something. But then you got the standpoint of look at how someone like back when Vine was still popping, King Batch was in movies and on advertisements from posting these 7-second videos. So some people are they want that clout. So they don't gotta work no more. If you can just get your quick couple seconds of fame on the internet it can blow you up to where you straight, your family straight. So some people looking at it for, they try to do something to get seen so they can get clicks. Them clicks gonna somehow turn into money for you. But then you got the ones that, like you said, they just want to be seen. What is for? All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, I mean,
They
if
just
you
wanna
doing
get
it,
seen.
if you doing it for a reason, I totally get that. I'm with that. If you doing it for a reason, I'm with that. But like I said, when we trying to do too much, and you even have the clout chasing, and you even have, maybe I shouldn't even use the word clout chasing, but y'all get what I'm saying. You even got it in relationships. Oh, such and such just got a new car. Baby, you need to buy me a new car. Such and such just got a new house. Oh, baby, you need to buy me a new house. I've seen that shit in relationships too. And it's like, really, for what? Why you can't just live comfortably?
That comes with the term of keeping up with the Joneses.
That too.
Well,
Where
I mean, it
people
blends.
always have to try to get something that somebody else has. But I don't know. Sometimes I think it could be based off of how like you were raised, or how do you view money, I would say. Just me in particular, like my mom, it was 10 of us. So the way we view money, I don't view it as something I have to have in order to make me happy. And some people, they feel like that's what they need. They need to have labels. They need to have bigger and better to make them happy. So I think it's more of a self-esteem.
Your mama had 10 kids?
No.
What?
She had, no, my biological mom had 4. But remember, my mom died when I was little.
Okay.
So my mom's sister raised me. She had 6.
Wow,
So
that
it's
was
like, yeah.
real. That's what's up.
So it's 10 of us.
Shout out to sis.
But I have to be honest. I ain't never heard of this clout chasing before. But I like how you explained it. It seems like it's a blend of a couple of things with this new generation. And get me wrong, correct me, because I ain't never heard it. But it seems like it's a blend of, it's keeping up with the Joneses. It's also sounds like it's a blend of, your street cred, your reputation. That's what we have. But you're also mixing it up with, man, we could actually make some money off of this, which you couldn't do in our generation until now.
Correct.
It's like, let's get that street cred. Let's keep up with the Joneses by keeping that street cred, and let's make some money with that. So chasing clout. Now I can take my street cred and turn it into some real money, a business.
But you know what's heavy?
Okay, I like that. I like that chasing clout.
But chasing clout also has a negative side, because with the chasing clout, that's what they say when you going online hating on somebody, just saying anything. Like a lot of people, and again, Millie said it, chasing clout can make you a lot of money. So Aunt Glizzy, prime example, he's probably the biggest so-called clout chaser in the DMV, right? So I know y'all know. Do y'all know who Aunt Glizzy is?
No.
He's a YouTuber, Instagrammer. He used to be with Shy Glizzy, the rapper. Don't know who that is either, right?
I know the name.
Okay, so but Aunt Glizzy gets his fame off of talking bad about people, exposing people. That's another form of clout chasing. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So but then you got, again, like Millie said, you got DC Young Fly, Vine. If it wasn't for Vine, you wouldn't know who DC Young Fly was. So he was clout chasing too. So like he said, it's a negative and a positive.
And a positive. I mean, if you, like I said, if you doing it to make a living for your family, but you're not hurting anybody, I get it. But the whole meaning behind the topic was, why can't we just be who we are and be comfortable instead of having to try to impress everybody else?
Because it's
Like,
a self-esteem thing.
yeah, it definitely is a self-esteem. Because like you look at, I promise, I had somebody who was like, yeah, I got on this, I got on that, I got this design on, I got that design on, and I'm like, okay, what's your point? What's your point? Like, he was trying to show off, and I'm like, that's not impressing me. But I guess for him, of course, especially as men, we do a lot of the clout chasing to impress the women.
Peacock.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Peacock. I like it.
Peacocking.
Peacock.
That's what
But
that's
it could
called?
just be a
Okay.
self-esteem thing. People expect to be at a
Peacock?
certain level themselves, and they can't, and they may not actually be at that level, but it makes them feel like they like that level, that they've achieving something. I know plenty of people who living hard, stuck in a one, studio apartment in some place they don't want to be, and they've been there for a minute. They know they're going to be there for a minute, but getting them new sneaks, a nice new coat, which is just in their power. If you can get rent a whip and pretend like live a life. You don't have to live the life all the time 24/7 to get a piece of it. And that's why I hold my peace with people who do that, because I never know if they just want to get a piece of it or make it look like they got a piece of it when they do that, when they dress up like when they try and keep up with the Joneses. It may not be smart financially, but or smart thing to do in the long term, but it may not just be showing off. It might just be a self-esteem thing, like you said.
Yeah, I got that from, because I was watching, I watched Dame Dash a lot, and he was like, niggas that show money is corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, you showing that money and you stand in the hood. I'm gonna play the video in a second. You stand in the hood, and
the biggest money show ever. I like Dame Dash, but I'm not gonna go with that. That ain't even a good example.
Because
he's the one that was
get the mic, get your mic, bro.
24/7 on the
Dame Dash. I respect him, but he's the biggest money shower ever. He's one of the reasons why they on TV flashing jewelry and putting money up to their ear and all that. So for Dame to say that was crazy. But Millie wanted to read some comments.
Go ahead, read the comments, then I'm gonna play the video.
All right, so Jalen also said, so when we first got started, she said, people clout chase for acceptance. That's what it boils down to. There's so many people who need therapy to realize the importance of their own individual self-worth. Mm-hmm. So many suffer with feeling like they got or what they do isn't enough or acceptable to look on top of things in relation to standard society setting or making things seem like you should be. So you clout chase for acceptance and temporary validation. That 2 minutes of validation for some folks brings gratification.
Damn, Jay, you're on the roll.
Exactly.
On the roll tonight, Jay.
Like I said, you can't. I mean, if you can't get it 24/7, I can't go have a 2-inch thick, Fred Flintstone steak every single night. I got to pay this bill and this electric bill and everything. But you know what? Doggone it. On Friday night, I know I ain't got rent. I'm $200 short. I'm going to enjoy it instead of sitting there being sad about it. I'm going to go, if I'm going to be $50 short, I might as well go in for $100 short. Short is short. Really take this money and go out and have some good time. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to take $25,000 worth of gold around my chain and do that and be driving around in a Honda Civic. No, I'm not that crazy. But there's people out there. That people's crazy. You need some therapy. But, if you do it once every Friday, the paycheck, like, look, I'm just going to be short. Then we go out here and be like, man, you can't afford that. You always be taking these girls out here to this restaurant and everything. You always be looking fly. Man, why you doing that? You ain't got the money. Like, shoot, I ain't got the money no matter what. So why not? There's a flip side. You don't know the story. Now, if this guy's going out there every single day doing this, you're like, either you got the money or who you stay in Ash with. And I know people who be doing that and then be living with their friends or their mother or their father because, that's where all their money went. They ain't going to rent.
We got you. We got you, Jace. We got you.
Those people.
We got you, Jay. Jay, we got you. We got you, Jay.
He got passionate about that one. He got darn it.
Again, I ain't saying nobody's name, but they billionaires. But they like 4th generation. If you could make enough money that 4 generations of your kids don't have to ever do anything but what they want to do, now that's gangster. New money, you could tell new money because they want you to know they got money. Because that got money don't want you to know they got money. Nobody shows money. That's corny. You a target. Right. Who the fuck wants to be a target? Just want to relax. Who the fuck wants to stay on the same place you got to shoot and worry about getting robbed? Who want to stay there? Police, go to jail. I want to sit on a lake in the ocean. I want to breathe. You ain't going to tell me how to live because I was born here. I live a lot of different lives, and I'm not going to know.
All right.
So I found that to be extremely interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's your idol right there.
Dame
I gotta say something.
Speaking some facts, and he used to floss like shit when he was coming up with Rockefeller.
I just want to say
like
this.
I'm like, so what changed?
Hold on, let me say this because I know he's gonna go in about Dame. I just want to get this off my chest. The one thing about Dame that I don't like, you saying this now. Again, just like what Zudi said in the beginning, he's the same guy that was doing everything he's telling us not to do. He's known this for a long time. Why are you just now putting it out there like that? See, Dame had the jewels back then. Him and Hove had the jewels back then. Is it because they were young and wilding? That's why they didn't do it? I get it. But don't say it. Like, don't call young and stupid and say this and that. Say your truth. Say, hey, look, I was that guy. This is what she meant when she said how to talk to the people, how to get the people to listen. You calling them corny and all that for doing what you used to do. So you were corny too. You didn't even say that part. No, talk to people the right way. Say, hey, look, I was that guy. I was that dummy. I was that corny nigga. Don't do that. Exactly. That's all. That's what get me about Dane. That's all.
I totally agree with what Zudi said when she said, yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You could tell a motherfucker kiss your ass all day long. If you say it in a nice, respectful way, he might not get offended.
But not even that, but just like how he was saying, like, you're more receptive when someone tells you, I've been there, I've done that, and this is what happened to me, doing this. So therefore, let me tell you so that you don't have to have life teach you. So
yeah, definitely. I totally agree. And we just got to figure out how to educate our youth and have them make more smarter decisions. Because honestly, most people put themselves in a hole trying to clout chase. I tell my kids all the time, do not learn from my mistakes. Don't do the things that I did to get yourself in the same situation that I'm in. Now, I'm not in a bad situation, but I could be better. So, and I just want them to be way better than me. I think correct me if I'm wrong, every parent wants their kids to do better than them.
Of course.
So let me ask you this, because I kind of got a thing that kind of is a tick for me. That saying, learn from my mistakes. How can I learn from your mistakes if I don't know nothing about your struggle and what you've been through? I don't like that term. Like, I can't tell my kids, I can't tell Tubby and TJ to learn from my mistakes because they don't know nothing about standing on the block. They don't know nothing about flipping your paycheck. They don't know nothing about this. So I can't tell them, like, and sometimes you want to give, you don't want to hide nothing from your kids and the youth, and you want to give them the game, but certain things you can't indulge a certain way because that can do one or two things. Like, indulging certain things to me when I was a youngin' made me want to go out there and do it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really get with that learn from my mistake thing. That kind of is a trigger for me.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever done something? It doesn't have to necessarily be that. I totally get it, but you don't want to expose your kids to that. I respect you.
No, expose them because they need to know the truth.
But you don't want to go into depth. But okay, so say one of the kids went out here and got influenced by another kid. They went into a store, stole, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And you've been through that before. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by learn from my mistakes. If I tell you, look, don't do this because this will happen. I did this and this is what happened. Then learn from where I fucked up at.
Again, hold on. Again, that's that innuendo. It's no good. Is the chicken hot when it first come out the grease? You know that, but you're still gonna bite that fucking chicken if you're hungry and go.
But if you see somebody, some people,
you gotta want to expose them to the game for them to understand. Otherwise, they won't take your word for it. At some point in time, that kid's going to get that hot piece of food. We all did it. But like, it's hot. Blow on it. It's hot. And it's hot. And one time, and all of us got to learn the hard way. You'd be like, it doesn't look that hot. It can't be that hot. Right. You got to learn. You can't not tell the kid to do it. Now, there's some kids that'll never do it. And some that has to learn that way. I wanted to jump up and say what you said. I wanted to say, well, you said it first, You want to get out there and be like, hey, look, if you're going to do this, you might as well look and see what happens. You don't believe my words, But for some kids, they're going to be like, oh, no, I got this. I'm smart enough for this. Right. And they might just be. They might just be a pro at that kind of. And be like, no, that's not what I meant. But other kids, like like me, I was that kid. I was like, you show me, and like I get it. There's consequences to my actions, but guess what? I'm good at it. My brother is like, you just tell him. He's like, okay. I understand. It's a balance. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. It's definitely difficult. Definitely difficult. Zudi.
Yes.
You had something for us.
I did.
You were supposed to.
Oh, I thought what you call was going to call in. So I guess I guess, but we already talked about it, or I guess we can tie that into like the topic about does social media ruining people's social skills?
Yeah, that's what it was. So do you feel like social?
So,
I'm sorry.
I do, especially with the 20-year-old generation, like my child, who feels like they don't want to go up and approach somebody now, but sliding in their DM is appropriate. Like,
that's the way of the world.
No,
it ain't no more.
What happened to conversations? I can't.
Excuse me. Are you one of the ones that was down with internet dating?
First of all, but we're having a conversation.
It's the same thing.
No, because I feel like if we're on a date and you're on your phone the entire time, I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
If you can internet date, you can get hit in the DM. That's why I ain't with that internet dating. Can't complain about somebody sliding in your DM if you're willing to be an internet dater.
No, that's not necessarily true, because if you have access, I'm not saying that but that's the only way that they do it.
That's the only way they're doing it now.
No, come up and talk to me.
An internet dater's not going to do that. That's why he's on the internet. That's why he's a weirdo and a stalker on the internet, because he's not going to do that.
Hold up now. I got to jump in.
No, I ain't going to say stalker. I'm just joking about that. I'm just joking about the stalker. I'm just joking.
I got to jump into that because I gotta say, I have great social skills. I can go out, meet anybody, have a conversation, whatever. But also, as everyone knows, I met my wife on the internet, and it's been 10 years. So you can't say just because somebody goes on the internet.
So let me ask you this. Wait a minute. What made you, as a man, say, I'm going to pull up this computer and look for a girl? Seriously. All jokes aside. What made you say, I'm going to pull up this computer and look to find someone to date? Versus, and I ain't knocking it, but I have this conversation because I got strong feelings about it. What does
have to being a man do with anything? So I'm less of a man?
I never said you were less of a man. I asked you a question. As a man. Because I didn't say as a woman, because I was going to ask her as a woman.
As a man, for me, to be completely honest, in the beginning, when I first met women off the internet, it was to have fun. But I was out, at the time I was single, obviously.
So let's be honest. Not to cut you off, let's be honest. I'm going to let you finish. The floor is yours. You're going to talk. We know you're going to talk. But, quick question. All honesty, 100%. When you open up that computer to look for a woman, what was your intentions with that woman?
I was going to get into that.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, when I was out in the streets, I was meeting women, but they wasn't about shit. So I said, hey, I'm going to try. What did we meet on? We met on I forgot the name of the site, honestly, but so let me try it. Maybe it'll be some more serious minded women on here.
Oh, so your intention wasn't to go on there to try to get some ass. No. You were really going on there looking for a relationship.
I was really going on there to try to see if I could find somebody that was serious.
Damn, that makes it kind of even weirder to me. But go ahead.
Tired of bullshit.
Go ahead. Because it's like, it's a fucking internet, man.
Again, just because something doesn't work for you doesn't mean
it's not about working for somebody else.
Also, it's time. Like I don't before
that too.
I don't go out a lot. Like I don't frequent bars or things like that a lot. And I've also been told that I can come off unapproachable to people. Like I come off as like, don't talk to me unless you got your shit together type of thing, which in a way I do want somebody to do, but I'd rather get to know the person as a person than to like, I don't know, like.
So you can get that off of them typing on their keyboard.
No, it has nothing
that they
to
got
do
their
it.
shit together.
No, because we go out. So we may meet online, have a few conversations, exchange numbers. So then you're talking to that person and then you meet up. You meet up for like coffee, you meet up for dinner, and then you see where it goes from there. It's not like you're sitting at your desk on the computer all the time.
No, you are. People pay for this shit.
But
it's not free.
Let's be realistic. Now, I'm glad.
Fuck out of here. People pay to look for people.
I'm glad you said that, though. I'm glad you said that, because honestly, that's how you differentiate the ones that are serious and the ones that are not. So as far as the paid sites, people do pay. The reason why they pay is because they feel as though people are more serious when it comes to their money.
You went on that site looking for some pussy, Mike.
So I paid for it was Match.com. I paid for Match.com. Yes, I did.
Wow.
And look at the outcome.
Yeah, but you went on there initially. Your intention was
how
to
you
get
gonna
some
tell
pussy.
me what my intention was?
My
intention was not to get no pussy.
Because you're talking about adult friend finder. I wouldn't compare that to ChristianDating.com.
Okay, but he didn't go on ChristianDating.com. He went to get some pussy.
I went to Match.com.
Don't get me wrong. If you go on Christian Mingle or something like that, then I can say you on there looking for a wife.
You think they
But if you on Tinder, if you're on Tinder,
and I think your question was, why don't they? I think we got our subject. I think your question was in the beginning, well, why do people feel they can talk and act differently and when they and prefer to do it remotely in social media than they do in real life? That's what you started off with. Is that what I thought? 'Cause I wanted to say something.
The initial
about
question was, do you think social media has ruined people's social skills?
Yes.
And I think it has and you guys took it in a slightly different direction, but I think it has affected your people's social skills, because now they want, just like everything else, they want expediency. They want to have it their way and have it right now. They want to be able to communicate. Okay, I got an hour of my day. I don't want to go to a bar and spend money. I just want to get on here, chat with somebody, and get a quick response. Hit my 1, 2, 3, and then they think they can do that in real world. I'm on the bus. I've been asked by a chick, sitting there saying, "Oh, you look nice. Hey, hi. How you talking? Do you have a full-time job? I'm like, is she really checking off the magazine box in front of me like it's an online dating site? Do you have this job? Are you Jamaican?
Would you rather her
really?
ask you those questions instead of like going in and sliding in your DM and asking you those
I'd
questions?
rather her ask me them questions than send me an email.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So
Well, you said
it
affected our conversations, and it has affected our conversations. So people want expediency now. Now, I think back on it now, and I'm like, yeah, that would be cool to go in a bar and be like, checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. I didn't have to spend an hour trying to figure things out
You
and then find
can't
out
do
you're
that.
crazy.
But again,
you take an hour to
on
do
the
that.
bus, it was
You
so
can checkbox
weird because
somebody
I
in 10
never
minutes.
experienced that socially wise before. I'm like, is she really just going down a checkbox? You're right. It has affected social conversation. I mean, the social media has affected our normal day-to-day conversation.
But guess what?
And I'm like, you was really doing that in real life.
So let me ask you again, and that's an oxymoron. How can you be bothered by social media, internet affecting social skills when you're willing to go on the internet to start relationships?
But that does not affect your social skills.
It does.
Because it does not.
It does. Yes.
No, because you still are. You're still going.
Conversation.
Yes.
To me, no. So I would say me particular. The reason why I did, or that I do go, when I moved to Baltimore, I didn't know anybody, so I'm like, hey, let me see if I can meet somebody, chill, hang out, get some free food.
You don't watch movies, horror movies and shit like that.
No, she's watching sci-fi movies.
Yeah, you're watching some other shit.
Go to the bar.
You don't know about
your little wristwatch has. I am looking for
because back
to the bars in Baltimore by myself.
There's 3 of them. There's one at the left end of the bar, one up here, and then you can go sit over there. That'll be the next feature bar right there for people. Just go in there,
honestly,
looking for exactly what you want. They can go find them and go sit next to them and start having some talks.
You got a couple of people. You got a couple of people that's with it. Damo.
Yes.
I know Damo's with it. He doesn't even like fellatio. Of course Damo's with internet dating. He doesn't like fellatio. What the fuck? He said
it expands your horizon.
Bars that are managed by AI, looking at your profile on your smartwatch and then corresponding you with
hold on,
Jason, let me read the comments.
All right, so comments. So first from Ebony J, we got, I've never been social, so I disagree on my end with saying her social media ruined social skills. Then we got Chanel said, I have good social skills, I just don't like everyone. Now Dom said, using the internet has its benefits. It shows you people you have never seen in person under other circumstances. And then Jalen, in response to that, said, right, shows you their criminal reports. Team Internet over here. LOL, save me from some crime bosses for sure.
The opposite of stalking, like interviewing.
That's crazy.
I mean, so,
That is true.
I have a opinion on this. I would say social media, it definitely has ruined my generation's social skills, and then for my generation, I feel like the pandemic played a big part in that too, especially ones that were still in high school during that. That also ties into that. But it makes no sense when I open my phone and I see a video. Some kid took a video in the mall of a girl. He said, "Y'all find me her Instagram." She's right fucking there.
Exactly.
So
It's supposed to be saying, "Don't find me her phone number." Like, no,
Exactly.
not her.
So it's like when you in that situation, it's like she's right there.
Go and
but
talk
I
to
feel
her.
like, but a big part of it, one, like but social media still one. Everyone's always having their phone out. Everyone's always recording something. Everyone's always watching, and people can't take rejection well. So rather than trying to go approach you and get rejected in person, there's other people around. Now I'm embarrassed. I slide in the DM. So she didn't respond. Fuck it. Oh well. No one has to know. So a lot of people can't take rejection, so it cuts out having to publicly take rejection and save them some of that embarrassment. I feel like that's a big part of it for a lot of people.
But I feel it's not just a fear of rejection. I gotta put it in this. I gotta jump in on this because it is a problem of also that is a crucial step for all generations in manhood. At least I think in manhood to be able to step up the first real brave act.
Courting.
To step up to a woman, and be brave. It's not just at that age you're thinking bravery is a physical thing. I need to go out here with my gun and pop somebody. I need to fight. I need to do that. I need to He-Man or that stuff. But the real bravery is when you got to put yourself out there on edge, and that's a man's first real test of bravery that he can handle a relationship.
Like these youngins.
It's just another way to escape that. You know, if you had to ask someone for their phone number. And then, hey, can I get your phone number? I can talk to you later. That was a challenge. That was my half a step. Because then you got to make the phone call.
You know what our challenges was?
But the Instagram and then immediately say, oh, she didn't get a response. I'm going to walk away. That's like, I don't even know what that's like.
You just easily.
So look, these youngins, they will never.
It's a lesson.
They'll never get like they were robbed. They're robbed of their adolescence. You don't remember being at a dance and you got to pass the look back test, like you freaking on a jump, and when she looked back, if she ain't feeling you, she ain't gonna dance no more.
That was the go.
That you gotta go through that. You gotta get the rejection in your face, like you said. They gotta get all that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this real quick, so y'all can move on about the internet dating.
I'm gonna say
about the internet dating. So when I don't want to get too deep into your private situation about it. I'm just gonna ask in general with internet dating. The first thing is their profile. You see their profile, right? You see the picture, their age, weight, height, what they're looking for. Okay. So this whole catfishing thing is real.
Yeah, correct.
This whole catfishing thing is like, it's beyond real.
Correct.
They had a whole fucking TV show on it. It's a business.
And it's still going on.
So say you fell in love before you...
That to me, I don't think that's possible.
What?
For me, that's not possible. I need to physically see you. So that's
you can't fall in love with a person without seeing them?
No. Nope.
Shallow how once a gal.
That's not shallow how.
Shallow how once a gal.
No, listen, because my love languages is quality time and physical touch. Those are my love languages. So
what? Say it again?
My love languages are quality time and physical touch. So I need to be able to see you and touch you and put my
so a man ain't got to feed your mind. He just got to feed your physical body.
No, that's not.
You just said your love languages are what?
No, that's not necessarily true.
I'm just fucking with it. I got to do this. You said long as he fucked you good.
See, physical touch.
Let's keep this PG.
Physical touch, see, that goes in the mind of an immature man.
No, come on with
because
it.
Physical touch does not always mean fucking.
Okay, it means caressing and all that.
Hold on.
Physical touch can mean like a soft gaze. I mean, a soft like touch or something like that, or
but
like
you gotta be in his presence.
But you need to be in my presence in order. So there is no catfishing. If we have not had a conversation, a FaceTime, or something within the week, then no.
Go ahead, Shaw.
Now, today's technology, it still happens, but there honestly should be no way that somebody can get catfish with the technology that we have right now. If you do meet somebody online and you can't see a video of them nowadays, then fuck them. Leave them the fuck alone because they catfishing your ass. In today's tech, the bums on the corner got cell phones with cameras, so it's no way possible somebody should get catfished this day and age. It happens, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. If it happens to you, then your ass was the dummy. You are fully at fault.
I think your vision of online dating is off.
Yeah, no, it's not off. It's what I saw. It's the reality that I saw. So y'all don't remember because y'all online dating. That means, and we're all the same age in here pretty much. So you remember Backpage and all that stuff. Backpage. Come on,
let me give you the history. Let me give you the history.
Because I know you was on there fucking something.
Let me give you the history.
Because you're an internet dater.
I'm gonna give you the history. I'm gonna give you the history.
Backpage was hold up because she just asked a question. Backpage was where you go on there just like going online. You go online and you meet the person. You hook up with them.
Oh no!
Let me tell you what.
That's what you doing on internet dating.
Let me tell you what. Hold on.
Let me. Someone's profile. You get exchange numbers.
That was Backpage.
No, it wasn't. Backpage.
We're not hooking up. You talk. We go out for coffee. First of all, my first thing we meeting for coffee.
So you go out for coffee. That motherfucker's a deranged, crazy fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, and the only reason I say that he could be that if you met him on the street.
Yes, he
but
could.
The odds of him being that, sitting in the house with a computer, sweating
it's
and
way less.
smoking.
Let me say this real quick. So, real quick history. So, it started when the internet came out. It started with basically online chat rooms. Then you got websites like MySpace, and you going to tell me you was never on MySpace?
You're a beater.
Black Planet.
You were in that junk.
Whatever. So MySpace, and then you had Black Planet. Yeah, Black Planet.
I wasn't on none of that shit.
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't believe that shit.
No, I'm telling you 100.
Okay,
I've always been that guy. I see you. I want you. I'm going at you.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Cool. All right. So hold on. Let me finish. So you had that. Then you had. That's when all the other websites started to come into play, and that's when you really started to get the major dating ones. Now, as far as Backpage is concerned, I'm gonna tell you what Backpage really was. Backpage was it was when Craigslist. When Craigslist took their little section off to where women were selling pussy.
Oh yeah,
that's what the internet shit doing.
No, let me. So that's
pimping ain't dead. It just moved to the website.
That's what I'm saying. So when Craigslist had the little adult section, and that's what they was doing. They was selling ass on Craigslist, and then from Craigslist, when Craigslist cut it out, Backpage was created, and Backpage was supposed to.
All right, we got that. That's kind of running. It's getting a run on.
It was kind of emulating.
Yeah, it's running on.
It was kind of emulating that, but then at that point, that's what it kind of turned into.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Now, as far as hold on, let me finish.
I mean, because you just like rambling on about it.
I'm not rambling on. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you where it came from, and so yeah. And as far as pimping was concerned, shit, pimping was huge on the internet. It still is.
Yeah, that's where it's at now.
That's what I said. It still is.
So let me ask you this real quick. Real honestly, you're not concerned about getting a guy that pull up your browser or your picture and he's sitting there sweating and beating off, looking at you and all that. You know it's people like...
Somebody's probably doing that without me going online dating on Facebook or on Instagram or whoever.
They are. They
There's
could be.
weirdos doing that. So I'm like...
But the odds are greater.
That's not true.
Than being on an online dater.
That's not true.
A guy that takes the time...
in my building. I have a weirdo.
He's probably online.
There's weirdos everywhere.
I just think it's kind of weird that you could take the time. Because I looked at this shit. I see this shit. Because I know people that do it. So I'm like, you came home from work. Sat down, took a selfie.
No.
Typed up something about yourself. No, ain't no. This is what you got to do to create your profile.
It's not like you just come home from work and be like, oh, I have no life. So let me go ahead and take a selfie.
What did you do? No, this is what you did.
So
you sat down and you decided to make the decision to set up a profile. I'll say it like that.
You kind of rambling on. Hey, let's get to some comments.
He's a petty
Let's
nigga.
get to some comments. Yeah, I'm gonna start acting like you now.
No,
Let's
I
get
mean,
into
because
some
you was
comments,
born
man.
when you said
Whatever.
certain
Let's
shit.
get into some comments,
Basically
man.
saying
The
that
people
Hold on,
said
Jason.
everyone's
Hold on,
social media
Jason.
out.
Jason. Let's get into some comments, Millie.
Oh, my fault. Oh, my God.
And then once we come from the comments, go into your topic, Buddha.
I don't have a topic. We're going to keep talking
Okay.
about this internet.
I was just gonna say everyone with a social media account basically got a celebrity issue based on you. You're like, oh, I'm out there like a celebrity now. Everybody can do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Like you didn't get happy about Madonna and Janet Jackson in the 80s.
No,
Moving off a
and-
magazine. Now everyone's got a magazine. It's called Facebook.
But the other
Ain't
thing
nothing
is
different.
that like the type of people or the type of men that I like are not always necessarily in the DMV. So online dating gives you a broader
Pond.
range of like a broad
It's a bigger pond to
bigger
fish in.
pond. Correct.
All right, so Jalen said, y'all are tripping. What's the difference? Well, this was a little early. She said, what's the difference in DM drops versus the notes I used to get saying check the box? Same damn thing, LOL. Dom said, like all other things, you need balance. We used to go to the mall and see who could bag who, but we also used MySpace when it was brand new to get women that were out of the area. Then he said, what the fuck is Backpage? Even I know what Backpage is. Jalen said, yeah, I was pressed to be on MySpace, sitting up on that big-ass box computer till 3 a.m., seeing who's who, LOL. I equally was showing up at malls looking for the whack dudes who told me to meet them and what they be wearing because we only had pages unless you had the funds for a flip phone. The more we talk this out, the internet is sounding like a win and less embarrassing. Let me say, yeah. We're the good topics tonight.
Say it again. Repeat that one.
Chanel said, where are the good topics tonight?
Keep going.
Then Ebony J said, new year, new topics, please.
Go ahead.
So this
So
is,
again, I don't say things to throw shots. I try to give the people what they want, and some people can't accept that. But moving on.
So this is just the way the show is gonna go for now on. Sorry, but this is gonna be, we gonna do YouTube strictly starting next week. So you want to enjoy the show, come on over. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. So we mixing it up a little bit. We got another topic. Are you gonna do that topic or no?
I ain't gonna do anything. Listen, I'm gonna say this right here, man. Y'all people, y'all know what y'all want. I'm not here to debate back and forth. The people know what they want. We're here to get the people what they want. So saying what you're gonna do, this and that, is your show. You got the right to do that, and y'all carry on. Have a good year with the CIU radio situation.
Okay. All right. Do we have another topic or no?
Anybody want to talk about what's going on in Baltimore? All them houses that are waiting to be bought up, like we was talking about earlier.
Nah,
They're not even waiting to be bought up. Come
Or
on,
to say
Buddha.
we need to buy back Baltimore before them
Talk
white
about
people
your,
get in there and buy it up and gentrify it.
Yeah.
New year, we're not going into the new year.
Nah,
It's
so
bickering.
all right, well, we can
Next time.
yeah, definitely.
Buddha, talk
we
about
can
your... No.
Next
Buddha.
time on CIU Radio.
No, Buddha, what was it? Do you need to have an orgasm? What was it? No, for a relationship.
We don't want to talk about that this year. We want to talk about the news and all that. So check out Buddha Speaks coming soon. Me and Miss Zudi, gang, we in this bitch.
Well, you know what? Let's just we can end this here. We thank y'all for tuning in, man. Anybody got anything for the Blast Report? Nah.
Yeah, just caught us off guard. Shout out to, what was it? I went to Philly again to go to the cheesesteak bar. Definitely check it out there. What was it? The oxtail cheesesteak was amazing. Customer service is amazing. Drinks are amazing. If you're in Philly, definitely check it out.
Yeah, you keep talking about that cheesesteak bar. I gotta
Cheesesteak
check
bar.
that. We're gonna have to take a ride out to Philly. Miss Haiti, we're gonna take a ride out to Philly and go to the cheesesteak bar. I'm gonna give a shout out to Buddha Spot, actually, the broiler. The broiler, that new broiler that's in Clinton. That joint is off the chain. It's good. So We hit that joint up yesterday actually, and got cheesesteaks, got pizza. It was off the chain. So definitely, if y'all in the Clinton area, if you don't feel like going all the way out to VA, we got a broiler right here in our area. So check that out. They got some good food. Jason, so basically the last portion of the show, we do what's called a blast report. So any business or positive experience you had, we kind of put people, or negative, it don't matter, positive, negative, whatever, we put people on blast.
I ain't got nothing right now, bro.
Gotcha.
Got nothing to really comment on right
Gotcha. Millie, I know you probably won't put Gold's Gym on blast.
Literally read my mind.
I know
to all those who are looking to get right and get fit, I'm going to shout out Gold's Gym. I've been going to Planet Fitness for about a year. Stepped into Gold's Gym, and I felt like a kid in a toy store. I love going to the gym. I literally have been hitting the gym nonstop.
Which one do you go to?
I go to the one at Richie Marlboro Station.
There's so many grunters there. Like,
I'm part of.
You a grunter?
When you try to knock out that set and it's nothing but you, iron, and gravity, you gotta do what you gotta do to get it out.
Someone be standing in front of the mirror.
I don't be doing all that, but I ain't gonna lie, I be trash talking myself.
There be some people who just do that, thinking that
thinking they cool and trying to get eyes on them.
That's
exactly. You gonna have it.
They ain't gonna do nothing. They do it for 2 minutes.
Focus on your workout. Throw your headphones in and focus on your workout. That's all I do.
I'm about to join you, bro. I need to get rid of this gut.
Get like me, dog.
I gotta get rid of this gut. This stomach is just not doing it for me. So I'm about
Buddha, you got a blast?
to get rid of this gut. Anything? I think Buddha checked
Gang,
out.
gang. Buddha speaks, gang, gang. Fuck with it, 2024 uncut.
All right, y'all. So we thank y'all for tuning in, Chopping Up Radio, each and every Thursday. We will see y'all next week. All right. Like I said, we will be on YouTube next week. So come on over, check us out. All right, we out. Peace.